that's it. We have our map bans up for you guys.
Where will we go?
Villa and Bank definitely out of the picture for today.
Will we go to Cafe again, though? Or Clubhouse, because those are still available. No Cafe. Clubhouse still an opportunity here.
And the last one is for Chaos,
okay,
actually.
well, they're going to decide and end up on Consulate.
So it was all left to Chaos at the end to decide which one they go to, and they prefer going to Consulate. Historically speaking, both teams are very good on Consulate.
With the exception of that, this season, I believe Chaos has a draw and a loss.
Chaos do have some pretty sneaky tactics on them.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not saying they're bad at it. It is one of their better maps, for sure. Giants also have a win on it as well, so... I mean, they haven't played it as much, so maybe that's part of what Chaos is banking on, is that it's a decent map for them. Giants haven't shown too much on it. I think I would go a bit higher for Giants, a little bit lower for Chaos, just off of performance so far.
Fair.
Maybe there's a lot of people out there expecting, because we've seen Chaos perform at LANs sometimes as well, and really show up as a team, so we know they can, just haven't been. Whereas it's been sometimes the opposite for Giants, so it's you never know. But I'm thinking it's more like in the 80% possibly for Giants here, just because, they're at the top for a reason right now.
Yeah, and that top spot might be contested as we continue moving on here, as next week, Giants play against Vitality, a big rival for the French scene, but after it, the last two play days, Giants play G2, and then they play Empire. Now that can disturb the balance in the force, and it might completely throw EU on its head, literally at the last play day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That's what I like to see, though. So to come down to that last play day. Keeps it interesting. Capital ban, not keeping it interesting because, well, we see that a lot. Giants just don't want to deal with that. Will we see like a Thermite ban or something wacky here? Definitely. Sometimes, remember we used to see Blackbeard bans all the time on there? Habana, I was thinking it was a possibility, but that makes a lot more sense.
Blackbeard got played like twice this entire season so far.
Yeah.
I think only Dark Zero brings him out.
It worked, though. Mint made the right call. He was the one to play it the second time, but it was still the right call, because remember in the interview they were saying that was the thing. Nope, Valk.
No, it's Chaos's ban. Okay, so Giants, they have the option. Mira or Clash or Echo
Echo
or
hasn't
Maestro.
been so heavily banned
Giants
today, so
wouldn't ban Echo.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, so maybe Maestro. Or Mira. Mira's not
Alfama would play
on this map, though.
Mute.
All right, well.
Get out of here.
Three different M operator possibilities, Mute, Maestro, and Mira, but it is the Mute to get it.
It's a good thing you found the one thing that connects them all.
That's all. It's the only important thing.
Mute. So this is going to aid Giants once they go to, M-Zone Milosh. It's you're Devin and Rassan, no, DG Disrupt Gaming.
No, my real name's Emzo. Devin is my screen name.
Your what sort of screen are we talking about here?
Like a screen door.
It's like the pink sheets kind of screens.
Lobby as a starting place is rare, to say at least these days. It is way more common to start in garage or the top floor console. Vitalin going to go sneak over to that line and then sneaky Mira to an Echo coming out from Giants, as you mentioned. Echo play likely to come out, so I don't know if that's going to be a huge surprise with Alfama on the Echo play, especially how much you talk up his Echo play.
It is really good. Like, I cannot understate this, but when you want to learn how to run an Echo with your teammates, if you're all like playing together,
doesn't play anymore.
Yeah, he's casting, and he does a pretty good job at that, and we heard him at DreamHack Montreal. So, if you really want to learn between yourself and your Go4 team or whatever community cup team how to really play correctly and synergize with an Echo on your team, I highly recommend that you watch Giants and the way they run things with Alfama on that Echo, because especially on this map, because Alfama is just so great at maneuvering those yokais and putting them in great positions to help his teammates on the roam, be it Corey, be it Aces, whoever is required, really.
Yeah, definitely the case. They're going to just open up the bottom floor early to try and clear from that, interestingly enough.
There's a Lion as well, in case there's a heavy roam play.
Lion will definitely be helpful in a plant situation as well. Because let's say they're defending Piano and you try and go and plant in the lobby. Well, having the Lion will stop them from rotating, but that doesn't stop the Yokai from rotating. That's the only problem, is they're not bringing an IQ. Now, they were thinking it was going to be the Mira from at least the reveal, but I mean, IQ's such a normal pick these days. I think it might be a mistake not bringing it. I mean, the Dokkaebi could be useful, don't get me wrong, but a Dokkaebi and a Lion versus bringing an IQ, we'll see how it works out.
Dokkaebi doesn't affect the Echo, so...
Well, I just mean in the sense of, like, neither of those really do much for you on the Echo.
We learned it the hard way. It's like, oh my god, these guys are the game.
I actually, to be fair, I actually knew. I just forgot.
Okay. All right.
But, yeah.
Here's Renewals. He gets aces down.
Speaking of the Dokkaebi, good shot there. Take it down the Legion early. Always good for the attacking team.
Ooh.
Well, didn't need the IQ there. That was actually not a great spot for Alfama.
Yeah, free pick there off of the Yokai. And is there a player here? Yes, there is. So the Lion not pushing right now, but Rise already gotten a freebie, and he's going to walk away into admin.
Oh, no.
Red Groove's going to go for the plant. Is there Yokai watching for this? Lion E1D should come out at some point, but the call is already out, and Diffuser set. And this is really blindsiding Giants. 2 kills will go the way of Chaos with Red Groove and Renewals. Alfama tries to fight back, and he gets 1. He's frozen in place for just a moment by the Lion, but Corey peeks out. They're unsure of where their opponents are. Nitro Cell comes out and will not connect. This is the play. Just hold Banana, delay as much as you can. Vito peeks from the front door. He gets 1 kill, and then from behind, not much you can do with shots in the back. It's Crips with all the chips in hand. Chaos get round number 1.
Very impressively so, too. I mean, that was started with the first pick from the Dokkaebi and just seemed to roll from there. A lot of the Giants members just getting caught. Like, not really a lot of situational awareness. And then you talked up Alfama using those drones to help support the roamers and things like that. We just really didn't see that there. I mean, the one that on the top of the spiral stairs is actually starting to become a little more common. So I think that was a little bit expected and maybe not as unpredictable as he was hoping. He's going to try a 6-pick again, this time from the Maestro. But yeah, they're going to have to be a little more careful. The Dokkaebi Lion combo seeming to work out to an extent there, although some of that was off of the Dokkaebi just hitting shots. We know Red Groove is someone who's pretty good at Dokkaebi, so it's interesting to see Rules actually pulling it out and Red Groove on the Thermite from here. Interesting. He doesn't really need it for this particular side, but he was thinking they could go Garage, so you got to bring the Thermite till you know sometimes where they're going to be playing, unless you really feel confident with Maverick, I guess, trying to get into Garage. So we'll see how that works out here for an attack on console. And whether or not they're going to go for the usual admin style take, or we'll see something a little bit different. The Dokkaebi and the Lion will help with the admin take, because what you can do is if you want to use a logic bomb early, you can drone admin faster because you can hear for the phone calls. So you don't necessarily have to spot everyone to know if there's anyone playing inside admin. And that can help someone sweep in and actually take control of it sooner. But that's not a huge time difference, but that can help also, especially if there's pests trying to deny your drone for being able to fully drone the area, or mutes or things like that. Mute being banned, obviously, don't have to worry about that, but still. The nice thing is mute being banned actually does help the attackers here in the case of Dokkaebi. One of the things that will stop those phone calls now, like actually stop them, is running into a mute jam or so.
Exactly.
Something that, I mean, Giants were the ones to make the ban, so we'll take advantage of that.
It also does block Lion E1Ds.
Yeah, that's just usually less effective.
Hey, man.
But good to point out. Good to point out, absolutely. Oh, spotted potentially 2 there. Knows they're going to be playing inside there and opens it up for the pre-fire that, it's just the wrong spot.
Yeah, Alfama is sitting up close, and E1D will come out. I'll freeze the defenders for just a moment. Chaos don't really do anything with that. Continue to drone as I say that Red Groove still finds Alfama. Huge pick on the Echo all the way in the back by the console Chambers. He's playing in the small cubby, and that was way too important of a kill, to be honest. Red Groove flashes on in to make sure there's no ADSs to block him, but essentially this site is clear. You can just go and plant. Where be that diffuser? Vito will pick it up, and he will actually go for B site, which is an oddity at this point, but the E1D will come out, and they'll hear the Legion coming back, and he's actually spotted for it. Ace is taking no damage in his retreat. And Crips is still on the reverse repel.
A lot of good droning coming out here, but they're not taking enough map control. However, killing the Echo early means they can at least set up for a plant last second if they can control the smoke. It's a big thing. They still have at least one EE1D. Not sure about phone calls. Looks like one of those left as well for the logic bombs. Some grenades also in the pocket here, and this is part of the reason you see Dokkaebi a bit more lately. The timing in that, unfortunately,
there you go.
Works. I was going to say, unfortunately, not for the shooting, but the grenade works, and now the Lion actually the one doing the plant, so he's going to use that last EE1D for post-plant coverage. Now that the plant has gone down, there's also the one logic bomb as well. Gotta imagine both those going to come out potentially, but Cripps has been downed, I think, in the meantime, or at the least very, very low health. Oh, there's outside. He's finished off by Aces. He's looking to try and find some more, but the pre-firing is going to give away his position here, so this is just down to Chaos having to play smart. And Giants really on the back foot here. Full health attackers, 4 of them.
You really can't do much against this. Everybody's on repel, and Skylight is being held. So no matter what, you're going to end up losing it, and that Skylight, that position is just so strong. Corey's already on the floor, and there's the last Aces killed off. Chaos. Successful and dominant in these 2 rounds.
Yeah, they're looking very good. Some of that, I think, is just, they're doing, I mean, the Lion Dokkaebi, I think, doesn't make a lot of teams happy to have to deal with, so that certainly is a factor as well, I think, psychologically, but just their ability to drone and control the map quickly, or at least find some easy picks they're able to get, is definitely helping. Is Corey actually going to play Warden here for Garage? Maybe for Yellow Stairs play? That would be interesting, yeah. I mean, it's mostly useful in situations where you're likely to get flashed. Ying not really being in the meta, it's more the flashbangs, but nope, he's going to switch it. So, same attacks coming out here. Now they know it's likely to be Garage.
Attackers need to locate
So bring Thermite again.
bombs as they can.
We'll see what they can do with that. Maybe Garage will work out a little bit better because Chaos have been, as you said, a bit dominant in these attack rounds, and it's been very impressive because this is a map where, I mean, I was going to say the defenders on Roam can be very vicious, but the fact that they brought a Dokkaebi Lion was really seemed to be what needed to shut them down. I mean, more so on the Lion than on the Dokkaebi, because we're seeing like towards the end of the round, for example, there was 1 each left, but that meant 2 EE1Ds had gone out to 1 logic bomb, so it was the Lion really doing a bit more. Well, to put it this way, the Lion's share of the work, and definitely working out for them. I mean, I can't blame them for going with it. It's not the most fun to play against, as the term is oppressive, but it's working. Giants definitely going to need to figure out something they could do here to be able to move more freely, and the mute that they banned is the one thing that would stop them from getting caught out by that. The irony.
Which is why I'm just unsure of that ban in general.
Yeah,
I'm not sold on it right now.
I mean, we'll maybe see on their attacks. Obviously, it doesn't benefit them on defense, but what is this rush?
Oh, no! Corey will get 2 kills before getting downed, and that's huge for him, as Rise will find Cripps as well. Smoke is thrown right at the white van. Vito and Secretly last 2 in, and the rush has officially failed before it even started.
Corey's 6th pick worked out. I don't think they were expecting a pulse.
I might have wanted to warden him and smoke him out, but there you go. Jaeger will take down the drone, and Secretly will have to go for the standard strategy of, hey, maybe I can find somebody on the rotate in Piano. Nope. Yeah, he does find him at some point.
He found him, yeah.
But Diffuser's too far away right now. Vito last alive. He gets 1 kill, at least denying a semi-perfect round here.
Got 1 ED left and no flashbangs, though.
Oh, impact grenades being thrown into him, and as he peeks around the Yellow Stairs, he gets popped. And apparently, you can shoot with the smoke canisters. So indeed, there are bullets inside of it.
Makes them particularly vicious. Well, I don't know if I should really say that was a much better defense, because that was a pretty poor attack by Chaos. You can sometimes get away with rushes like that. That wasn't the worst idea, but not having the intel on Corey playing the spot he was playing, you don't rush in blindly. You rush in with someone droning. If not everyone's rushing in at once. God, it's just sloppy. They threw that round. Redgroove going to bring out the IQ this time. Finally something to counter Alfama's Echo outside of just killing him, which is also seeming to work pretty well. So we'll see if that works out for him. Renewal's still on that Dokkaebi, and Violin still on that line. So far, this lineup working pretty well outside of throwing themselves into the garage. But Corey also at least being on top of getting the 2nd kill, and the C4 not really whiffing. He's managing to detonate and get the kill. That was pretty impressive, getting pushed like that. he was definitely ready for a surprise and had one of his own. So kudos to them for pushing that back. And then also the other player coming around the side of White Van for the finisher on the trade there. It was pretty nice. See, now they're doing console again. This was their secondary site, at least in terms of order in which they played them. Nice thing for Chaos, though, is they don't need the Thermite anymore, and that gave them the opportunity to play that IQ. So because they know they don't have to fight Garage next, losing that round at least freed them up in that sense. See if the IQ helps quite a bit, though, in terms of at least being able to identify whatever gadgets they need to deal with. And luckily for them, as I was going to say, normally the only thing they would have to really take out the Evil Eyes, besides I guess the Thatcher, is the Ash, but they also have the frag grenades now on Dokkaebi, so good utility to take care of those Evil Eyes.
So your standard admin take now, and the E1D will help Crips to advance, at least freeze the Maestro in place. Yokai drone has been spotted. The Maestro turns the corner just as Crips turns back into admin.
It's not bad timing, though, trying to play off the Echo play. You were talking about the teamwork from that, and that was definitely an attempt there.
To slow him down, that's for sure. But Crips, you saw all the bullets that came in, at his edge. He just fell back. He wasn't forward enough into copy room.
Yeah. Oh.
I'm not sure. Rise was trying to go for the peek here, laying down on the floor, but he ends up being gibbed by the Lion, and the second E1D will be used up. There's no heart breach in here, so it's all about going in for the kill. And Vito on the reverse repel, he gets shot down by Aces, who drops to the lobby. Corey with another one. Support here from the Yokai drone as Red Groove finds Corey, takes out the Maestro. Things are slowing down here, but we're at an equilibrium in numbers. Aces, great rotation back into the chambers at the top floor of the console.
At least they're spotting the ADS, but not a whole lot else from here. You get something just at the edge of his range, but not sure what that is.
As long as the Yokais are alive, it's tough.
I think that was the bomb. I forgot the bomb shows up. I think when the IQ syndrome.
Bomb detected. It's like, we already know that.
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
for 2 minutes.
I don't usually think about that. But at least they're making some progress on this attack here. Hopefully hopefully that EMP at least stopped Alfama from being able to deny this plant. But the smoke through the wall on default spot is not the correct play right now.
Going in, Yokai drone all the way from downtown, and he actually hits it. Renewals is going to be spotted, and an extra smoke to come in. This is just working so well. The teamwork with the Yokais is unbelievable. From the Giants, Red Driven Secretly are the last two alive, and there's still a gas canister, but Hicks loses the gunfight. No damage done now to Secretly. They'll try to push the Yokai, or the Echo, away. It's Alfama. Does he have a rotation hole? He should. Aces will find the 3K here, finding the headshot on Red Groove by the long desk. Secretly will have to drop back as Red Groove's Claymore hits Aces. Alfama is last in. He's going to try to run away. Where's the diffuser? Is too far back. Alfama is taking time, and the Goo Mines will save it. Oh boy, it's all over.
Frustration, Goo Mines and barbed wire.
Run out of time.
Sometimes when you realize, okay, it's all an admin take, you take out most of your Goo Mines and throw them in other positions. But the one that was left on yellow stairs,
yep,
saves the day.
Always got to have one on yellow stairs.
You never know.
It's important. Well played there. The thing that saved that play, in my opinion, was playing the Echo downstairs, ready to jump it up. The reason I say that is you saw the IQ specifically looking for it to clear it for the plant. They brought the counter, but he was one move ahead, having it downstairs where the IQ was not looking for it, and then bringing it up. And that stalled out the plant, gave them the opportunity to get the picks, completely slow things down, trade kills, made it work off of that play. Credit to Alfama for that. The 10 million IQ play. He's not going to be on the Echo this time. But the one thing that surprises me, first off, banning the mute, I think, was not a great play for a variety of reasons, but when it also doesn't stop the droning as much. So to me, why are we not seeing Corey on Mozzie till he stops some of the droning? Because the droning's been working pretty well most of the time for Chaos. And, well, the Mozzie is something that Corey plays pretty well.
Yeah.
And is able to capture drones and deny some spots, and then he can play it on his roam. I mean, he's playing the Vigil now to deny drones a little bit, but that's only for him, not for his teammates. So I don't know. It just surprises me to see him not bring out the Mozzie so far. We will see, again, they know it's probably not, well, it can't be Garage, so they are going to be able to bring...
Maybe if it were Garage, then things would have been a bit different.
I'd like to see another Garage
attack. The Mozzie. I mean, Mozzie mute combo is not viable here, obviously, because you don't have the mute, but...
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. It's like they would love to have the ability to deny the drones. So that mute ban better really pay off for them on their attack. I mean, not that they're like losing right now. It's tied, don't get me wrong, but it just seems like that kind of hampered them a little bit.
E1D will go off as you have so many ways to kind of deal with roamers, right? You have the Dokebe, you have the Lion. It's all fine and dandy when it comes to Chaos and what they're prepared with. Still the Ash on the entry, and there's nothing to block off the rotations from there, and even the long angles. Vito will come in and drone, and he will lose out his drone. Unfortunately, is Rise in that position, or is it Higgs this time?
I don't know.
It's Rise.
It's Rise's corpse at this point.
We'll keep firing down into him as Vito has gotten a very vital kill early on. Corey going for the quick peek. Unfortunately, he'll lose out there. And burning the ADSs to fire into the Maestro camera at the end of the hallway. Great play there from the Ash of Crypts. The usual strategy. Another call will come out here, and Renewals should have one more left.
Corey
later. Ooh.
Such low HP.
They spotted him.
Wrong position. You needed to ping there, I guess. Ace is like, what was that noise? He's going to get a soda.
He falls back, and then some more Goo Mines being put down. Sodas aren't good for you.
Well, there's plenty of soda vending machines on this map. There's, what, 3 of them, I think? Because there's one right there on those stairs. There's one on the yellow stairs, near the yellow stairs door, and then one up stairs by printer.
Still not good for you.
This is a bad.
Vito is watching. It is unhealthy. Red Groove will be dropped, and that's the user on the floor. Hicks with the run out, but he loses it. Oh no, it should be able to pick him up in chaos.
Should have won that peak.
They secure every kill off of it, and Aces is left alone. He's got 5 to go through. Close to a full round here. Flawless from Chaos. God.
What is going on with... I don't know whether to say Chaos or Giants at this point, because just Chaos are playing very well, and Giants are just making a lot of surprising misplays or missing a lot of shots. I feel like the Meister should have easily won that. You should have been pre-firing at that point. There's no reason to have peaked that without pre-firing it. It's just, not going so well. Now they go Garage again, so of course the Thermite will get brought. It's no surprise there. The one site that they won, well, not one site, they did win the console as well, but the Garage win was just off of more of a misplay from Chaos than anything. So Chaos is still in the lead here. This is a surprising turn of events so far. Like I was saying, that's why I was interested in this game, because I was just thinking, you know, the way we've seen some of these semi-upsets. I'm not saying it's going to be an upset, but even if it ends now for Chaos, it's still been pretty good.
Yeah. They have been able to fight back.
Yeah.
It's a similar case to how we were talking about Sisu in the past few weeks, right? It's like, okay, if you can't win or tie, or, you know, maybe at least you can tie, maybe you can put up a lot of rounds on the board, and they definitely have been. You're seeing the improvement.
Yeah.
Right now, you're fighting for your spot in relegations, at least to not be in that spot, and to prepare yourself for the eventual relegations that will come your way.
Yeah.
Because right now, it's Penta, Chaos, and Sisu that are in those relegation spots. Penta might be, you know, a point on top of Chaos, but that can shift at any point in time.
And I'm trying to think, is there maybe even enough play days left for Zissou to somehow overtake Penta?
Even if
Penta,
they win,
Chaos?
If they win the next 3 play days, oh, it's a rush. We'll talk about that in a moment.
Again?
Crips drops down, and they'll be pushing in from behind. There is the Heart Breach of Red Groove, though, so that can be used on the opposite end of the map, secretly wasting no time firing in using the PDW-9.
The PDW again.
He's just looking to blame the PDW for everything.
It's fun.
Climate change. The PDW-9 has done it again.
The amount of CO2 that comes out of that thing.
Secretly turning around here is finally the default cam has been taken away, and the Jackal tracking will be working its magic upstairs. Good thing that it's not on Aces, but
This is really slowed way down.
Giants are just spread out everywhere.
Yeah, they're like, oh, cool. You guys could kind of rush site. There's like hardly anyone there, but where's the heavy droning to know that? You got the Lions, you got the Dokkaebi phone calls, you got the Jackal tracking. You guys should be able to push in by now. At least Renewal's able to get the one kill, the opening one onto Hicks. But where's Crips to make this push happen along with Secretly? They're really slowing down, giving a chance for Giants to rotate down.
Crips, for every assault, always making sure his chips are in order before he goes for it. Watching for rotations, as he does have the Dokkaebi of Renewals upstairs in support. And you spray. Oh! Rise at the perfect moment! Comes right into Secretly, and he gets the kill. Aces is still low on HP. There is obviously that HP advantage for Chaos. But now, this is the play. Go in, bring your Thermite, open up Garage. You split your assault 2-2. And this can really work out for you. There's so much time right now for Chaos to rotate, so much time for them to drone, but they're starting to lack the utility for it. Crips is close, and there's the smoke watching here rise. But he pulls back at the right moment, right behind the A-bomb, and more of the gas canisters will be thrown out as more damage is being done to the assault. It's stagnating. And here we go. Oh, he got spotted. It's the hat. It gave him away. Corey, oh no, he's trying to be so cool, but he gets shot down. Rise will at least be able to refrag, but Renewals gets one more for himself. The site's open. The diffuser is in the back, though. You need it now to put it down. And it's Alpha Man Aces is the last two alive. They're trying to juke Red Groove here as they peek around the corner. The Mira wins the gunfight. Renewals turns around for it, and he has the information and the mark. But he gets shot down, eliminated as he had picked up the diffuser, but a bit too late. At the half, we stand at an equal 3-3. This was such a hectic round. I don't know what was going on.
I don't necessarily understand the plan of putting 3 people in a great position and then just standing there peeking and shooting, peeking and shooting, peeking and shooting until you die and not accomplishing anything. Like, yeah, maybe you're controlling some flank rotation, which they could still do via yellow stairs. It's just, it was baffling to see why they would not do something with those positions, especially when you've brought somewhat aggressive operators to help with that in that sense. And it really didn't work out at the end. I mean, they did make it kind of close in terms of trading things back, but 2 could play at the game of Dokkaebi Lion, as Giants are going to do exactly the same thing, one of them via 6th pick, and say, all right, you guys want to play that way? It's like a ranked match, right? You know, the gentleman's agreement where you brought Lion first.
Which means we are allowed to play him as well.
Yeah. It's always that game of chicken on who's going to bring Lion first. In this case, Giants now looking to play
the other
back
team brings it out at the last round, and you're like, that's not fair.
That's what I do.
And then you realize, what?
I do it to help close it out. Bring that Lion at the end.
Awful person.
Like, all right, let's get him now.
You just call like, okay, can we go for Dokkaebi, Jackal, Lion, and then, see what happens with
Used to be Blitz, but he's gotten
good.
10 seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
No, I'm down with that. That's fun.
Down with the sickness.
5
Yeah,
seconds left before insertion.
definitely.
Down with the sickness.
They're
We have a karaoke night tomorrow night, but Devin doesn't want to go with us. Veli will, though.
I'm busy defending karaoke on Skyscraper.
Go away. Veli's going, though, and I cannot wait to hear
You gotta live stream that.
Veli singing is going to be amazing. I don't know what he's going to sing.
Well,
Bomb located by attacker.
a little bit of a slow admin push here. Grenading at least. But do they have any intel for that? No.
No.
They know someone's... Yeah, there we go. There's the pings coming out. There's a Mozzie, though, something that the Giants seemed hesitant to bring, and Chaos will definitely bring it. So they don't have the mute. Maybe that was part of the ban, too. Maybe they were, banning mute from Vitalin. I don't remember if Vitalin plays that or not, but Alfama is going to kill him either way. So Mozzie dead now. Great.
Corey, so this is why you don't break the window.
Yeah.
Apparently, Lion is just so light that he cannot be spotted. He gets the free kill. Elevated up through the side of the skylight and a freebie on Renewals. He's as surprised as we are.
I was hoping that would make him Batman drop down, too, after.
Where is she?
Rise is definitely waiting for this angle as well. Now, I mean, unfortunately, that's going to lock him down. You're not going to get him to move on you right then. But secretly definitely knows someone might be pushing him soon. Red Groove the next to fall. Aces, a nice kill there. So far, this is working out even better for Giants than it did for Chaos.
This is great right now. And secretly will have to run up. He's looking the wrong way.
He's going to be loud, too.
Aces knows he doesn't have a logic bomb, but he goes in for the fight and wins it. Secretly's dead. And another grenade will be thrown in case there was anything put back.
There's been no damage. Oh, as I say that, ruined it. I was going to say no damage done at all.
Caster's
Giants.
Curse.
And then he goes on a rampage with 5 HP left.
2 kills now for Crips. It's Corey and Aces. He's barely alive, but he's got the power of Zeronic in that beard. He rotates back. Going up through a banana. The drone spots him, and it was online. So they're going to go for the safe plant here, Giants. And they're going to watch him. Goes up. Nitro Cell a bit too late. It does not connect, unfortunately. Hits the top of the stairs. Some information being relayed thanks to that drone that was captured.
Yeah.
But it's all done.
Well, overall, a very good attack. A little fluster there. Crips, those 2 kills, not ideal, but up to that point, flawless. Literally not even taking any damage. Definitely, like I said, 2 could play at that game, and now Giants taking their first lead in this matchup. So obviously their attacks working out to an extent. As long as their attacks can work out even better than we saw from Chaos, they of course can come ahead the victor here. But like we said, there's a lot on the line with that potential 3-way tie sort of situation. Giants needs to keep ahead on points. They can't afford to drop any of these because it's definitely possible that we could see G2 and Empire then somehow manage to claw their way up to those top 2 spots and go in Giants' place after everything that looked Giants leaning. If Chaos can continue to play well better than they did that round, but as well as they did on their attacks. They are going to bring the Pulse this time. No Mozzie.
I'm really wondering how the Mira will fit into all of this. I mean, obviously there's a lot that the Mira can do,
Yeah,
but
break room strat, I guess. We've even seen some weird Miras on like bathroom wall, weird stuff.
no, I don't think, no. Okay, they're going to go for the old school play. Nowadays, that wall is left completely soft, but in this case, that Mira is just to watch the assault from bathroom.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It's
5 seconds to insertion.
it can work.
You can deal with it.
Attackers' objective
Can
is
you?
to locate a
Does it
bomb
hit
and defuse it.
the outs?
Connector window maybe might have an aim
No,
on it.
no.
But probably not.
Connector window, if you already know where it's at, yeah, you can. You can.
So, I mean, you might have to like repel kind of weird, but I think you could
Reverse
probably
repel, right?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm thinking is you could probably pop it. In that case, I mean, it's not a big deal because they could still, use it to shoot people inside the bathroom.
Giants are wasting no time. They know what's up here, and Crips is spotted, unfortunately, is the Pulse, and there's 2 people that are careening closer to him. Rise will find the headshot, and that's a huge pick early on. You're always expecting a Pulse to be playing downstairs.
Yeah.
When he's spotted, 100% he will be
He's
there.
almost
Surface.
always in that exact spot, too. So, just down in the archives area. Good start, though, for Giants to bring this back. They just really need to find a few more, and they've got the Jackal to be able to do that, and of course the Line Dokkaebi again. So, I feel like Chaos are going to regret going for that play.
I think so.
I mean, I don't know. It might have been the plan all along for both teams. Who knows? But
We baited him on purpose.
yeah,
Attackers located a bomb.
it's just it's
We did it on purpose to make them feel that they're very safe, and then
yeah.
he comes back from the dead. My inner 6-pick.
Rise is actually taking a bit of damage.
Yeah, been lit up here as he'll have to walk on up and still no take on admin. You know where your opponents are, you just don't know how to take them out of their spot. You might need the grenades here from the Dokkaebi to help you. Alpha on the repel. That's it's a difficult spot. If you can get easily shot down here if your opponents know where you are. Smokes will be used out here on the doorway. E1D just to protect Corey as he goes back on his drone, trying to verify the position of that smoke of Vito, but he's still alive.
Yeah, these pre-fires not really working out so far into Projector.
Here we go.
There's that.
All right. Red Groove and Aces will trade off 1 for 1. At least Aces is eliminated here. I'm not sure he was able to use his grenades, and Corey will find another. So now sight should be open with Red Groove and secretly focusing on their respective sides of the map. And actually, they are both so focused on the bathroom. Perfect time for Giants now to just go in and plant. There's nothing to stop them. As I say that, the Mira peeks around.
Oh.
Lion knows what's up, and no! Red Groove wins the gunfight, the headshot on Okori, and the diffuser's dropped on the floor.
So hard to beat the Vector.
Crazy shot there. It'll force Hicks now up, and he has to fight against the Doc as well. More HP now for the defenders. We'll have to drop into it. There's 2 of those Gizmot grenades that can be used up. The Mira spotted on the rotation. You know there's a rotation hole. Red Groove wins the fight. It's a 3K, but the smokes are blocking. Hicks will be able to set the diffuser as he turns around. The wrong moment. Giants win the round. Unfortunate for Red Groove, who tried his best.
That came very close to Chaos winning that, though.
The best is not enough. He looked at him, he saw the edge, but again, you don't see the outlines like we do.
Nope. And it's hard, too, because sometimes your FOV settings make a difference in how well you could pick up those little pieces of detail. Lobby, now they're doing the rotation here. They've successfully attacked the first 2 bomb sites, so looks like Chaos just going to keep rotating it, much like we saw come out from Giants. That was definitely close, so it's doable here for Chaos to win some of these, coming down to these kind of clutch situations. In that case, just a little more on top of it from the attack. Hicks bringing out the secret IQ there to catch Secretly's Echo drone for this lobby play, and knowing how important it is, because there's often one sitting in lobby. It makes it hard to plant behind that circled desk, as many teams want to, or even in the corner. Because on this particular site, I feel like it's a site where you kind of have to sneak a plant more than some of the others.
That's true, that's true. And it did sneak when Chaos were assaulting it, right? So maybe Giants would have something in store for that, because they've been running the Dokebi calls and the early Lion E1Ds pretty consistently right now.
Yeah. So it's like you have the IQ to kind of take care of an Echo drone inside the lobby, and then you can pull out the lines in the phone calls to be able to try and get that plant down. And even if, like, let's say they had a cam like Maestro on his Evil Eye, he would get his phone call, would take him off of that to help set up that plant. So that is something that you could do to help. So we'll see, though, if they're going to go for an admin push and walk right into Crips, because he's expecting it. Gotta have those Claymores for those jump outs as well. Claymore's still pretty impactful at the Pro League level. You know, stuff gets, the heat of battle, people start jumping out. Happens. Already the
That's
first,
the E1D.
and the Logic Bomb following it up as well.
They've been doing it so consistently, and Corey gets the kill.
That's the smoke too.
God.
Very important. Now if they can just take out the Echo, or at least his Yokai is next, they're in a good position to start setting up for a plant, especially if they can take Projector. Becomes very difficult to stop this. He's looking for the angle. A little bit lower, Corey. This is a 2 E1Ds used already, though. That was pretty quick to be using those. Lucky for him, he gets 3. Still has Logic Bomb as well. Hicks, in the meantime, going down.
Fortunately, that's admin relinquished, and Rise will have to go in, and that's what they needed. Vito as well, falling for the hat trap there. 2, 3 actually taken off of Chaos, and Secretly is out. Big kill on the Echo. This will allow Aces to drop down onto Piano and start to pave the way for Alfama to come in and plant. Crips will be forced back as Utility's thrown at him. That's a grenade. He'll be able to survive, not for long. Rise again. He's doing so much damage. Red Groove with no Nitro Cell, expended previously. And that diffuser should be planted. They're trying to fight him downstairs. It doesn't matter. The round's already done. Corey doing work here on the Lion.
Gotta say, the Dokkaebi grenades worked pretty well as well. Just hucking them on either side of him on that circle desk. I mean, yes, they weren't necessarily going to kill him, but they forced him out of position for that flank because he was focused on fighting and dodging grenades at the same time. That's, yeah, Dokkaebi working some magic a lot of these rounds here on both sides. So definitely a buff that seemed to work in terms of pick rate.
I mean, she was already a good operator. Obviously, the changes to make it so the calls are automatically dropped was definitely a godsend. Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
amazing.
A good change.
But having the grenades was definitely something that was debatable as a suggestion or as a change, especially since a lot of people are like, well, what about IQ? You know, because everybody's been running the breaching charges recently on the op. But hey, if anything, the effect has definitely been clear, loud and clear.
Especially that last round.
Dokebi's doing work. And if she's not getting kills off of it, at least you're breaking down barbed wire, etc. Much like you would be doing if you had a buck or a sledge, right?
Yeah. Interesting, they're not going to bring the IQ, actually, this time, to be able to counter the Echo drones.
Maybe if now they add a frag grenades to Twitch.
Oh, God. No, 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 no. Let's not.
Let's not. Okay, this is the
Ooh,
moment.
when do we give Ash, like, 3 grenades?
Yeah.
Just because.
I mean, remember when you had 3 smokes instead of 2?
I remember when they first gave Ash flashes, thinking that would like actually like improve things, because I think Ash had smokes and switched to flashes, and was like, and Ash was like, okay, so I can flash people before I rush them now? Like, wait a minute, maybe we were better off with smokes. It's definitely been working. Helps clear out ADSs at the very least. This could be the last round for Chaos. Already 1 point guarantee for Giants to try and help them get towards that securing Japan spot. Chaos would have to come back 3 rounds in a row though to stop that.
It'll be a tough fight for sure. And they're going to go for that admin take that we talked about before. Ace is going for the grenade as well and support on copy side, and Red Groove will be down on the floor.
That's the old Mira, like in the break room spot, and it is attackable. That's the problem, is that window and printer. Oh, Doc through the drone hole. That's some coordination right there.
That's a hell of a shot there to bring the Mira back to life.
Nicely done by Crips.
I'm not sure if Giants have spotted that, if there was a drone follow-up.
I have a feeling they don't know, but they also might not know they got the down in the first place. So, obviously, for anyone who doesn't know, the points don't show up in Pro League settings, so you don't know when you've downed someone.
Richtig.
Sure. I mean, you do if you see them get downed, but you also don't know when a lot of your gadgets do certain things, like get kills and things like that. There's a lot of stuff that you really have to just pay close attention to and make good, I guess, teamwork call-outs.
Educated guesses, and of course that's why drones are even more important in professional play. Secretly will be dropped. Speaking of drones, and Aces collects the kill. Again,
That's important.
Dokebi used well. Corey will find more onto Vito, and Red Groove is being pressured. Is at half HP right now after getting revived previously by Crips. No more tries for him. Hicks speaks around the corner here. The Mira window playing against him, but the Mira is stunned in the back. Corey's watching off the rappel here, and he will find the Mira. Rise for one more. That's Renewal's last man alive. Too late. Just early enough to say goodbye.
No E1Ds left, though, at least. So you can still move around.
Will be enough. Now, it's the Zofia flawless from Giants Gaming in the last round. All it took was the tap. The RG-15. Boop. Oh. Ooh, clean from Rise. That's a one tap there, Veli. You see it?
Nicely done. Well, that's it then for Chaos. Gonna stay down at the bottom for the moment, towards the bottom at least. And Giants securing the 3 points they need to try and keep their lead for the moment.
Right now, that 3-way tie is becoming more and more a possibility.
Yeah. Aces and Rise, you can see doing a lot of that, but Corey also doing some decent work. And it was just a battle of the Lion Dokabis, it seemed. It was interesting, to say at least, between those two, because we don't see a lot of that, especially that consistently, every single round from both teams. So it was 10 rounds of phone calls and E1Ds that everyone had to deal with. It's fun.
This is like when you're in high school and you try to go out to a party and your mom keeps calling you the entire night to check up.
I don't know. That doesn't happen to me.
It's like, hey, it's 9 p.m. You want to go back home? I was like, Mom, it's 9 p.m. You kidding me? I'm 16, Mom.
Time for bed. Milos, get to bed.
I'm 16. Actually, yeah, it was awful for me. I couldn't go anywhere. Difference is now, a few years, well, 10 years later.
You're such a big man. You can do whatever you want.
Not when you're back with your parents or you get la chancla. So don't play with that. So, I still have Middle Eastern parents, man. I can't play that game. But that's the match done and dusted. Giants take down Chaos, and now G2, Empire, and Giants all three move up by 3 points each. Pretty big.
So it's like they're in the same position, but still just dominating the top.
Moving with a double. We have our interview ready. Let's have a quick chat with Capet.
Nice, I'm the new Crapel.
They told me Capet. Oh, yeah. Bonsoir,
I'm the coach now.
How are you?
Bonsoir. I'm very good. I'm very good, actually.
After this victory, you definitely should be. Again, you guys' performance in the French League has definitely been out there and very outstanding. Now in Pro League, you're getting closer and closer to Japan. You're not there yet, as potential three-way tie at the end of the season is up in the air. But one thing that Emso noted very clearly is the abundance of Dokebi and Lion in this match specifically. Was this really both teams trying to play it against one another, or is it more tied to Consulate in general, the metagame? How do you see it?
I think they prepared it. That's the playstyle they wanted to bring in that match, because I think they thought by playing around the playstyles, running from themselves, playing with sneaking in, plus Lion, the KB, that's the playstyle they wanted. And the thing is, it was so annoying to play against it that we just said, okay, you know what? Let's forget everything we've done right now. We're going for that kind of gameplay. I think it's working well against them. Let's just trust ourselves, play around that playstyle. We never practiced it, but let's go around it.
Oh, please, as if you cannot run Lion Dokebi and still win off of it. Come on, man.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the past.
It's just, it's not really methodical, but I don't know. Like, when your team is feeling confident about it, about that move, everyone is just following it, and it worked perfectly.
All right. So that was one part of it. Again, the Mira plays were out there, and we don't usually see Mira in play for EU for, I guess, obvious reasons at this point. What was your idea going into it? How are you trying to kind of meld the operator to your sites? Is there anything that really stands out in strats?
Well, first of all, Mira is an extended vision, right? So you take a control of a zone from another room. And the thing is, well, on Garage, it's been proven, it's been used a lot of times. And it's still really powerful, especially for bathroom, when you try to do a little bunker in the middle floor.
Yeah.
You have that bathroom angle on piano, which means they can't play vertically on Garage if they don't come in bathroom and kill the guy in bathroom. So it's a good way to make them lose time, because if you don't bring Mira in and you just do a bunker in bathroom, they might as well just leave one guy holding the door, and then they do their vertical stuff. And so it was useful in that way.
How does that compare to the way you and your team also play the Echo? Because you really played in a very close and tight supportive way that no other team really has been able to replicate so far.
With the yokai drones or with the Echo in itself? With the yokai, yeah. Well, the idea is you have that amazing utility, which is an invisible drone. If you play it smart, if you gather information, and you play around your teammates about this, when you have such strong players like Rise, Corey, X, Aces, when you just give them the information, like, it's magic. You call one guy there, he's dead instantly. Like Maurice would say, just shoot heads. Like, so I'm just like that droner guy on my keyboard. I'm just calling, oh, there's one guy there. Can you kill him, please? And then, well, he just dies. So it's working that way, and I guess that's the playstyle we want to bring in. And
was the mute ban part of that playstyle that you're preparing? Because we've been seeing the Mozzie mute combination come out so often that it was odd to see the mute banned out here.
We didn't, we hesitated actually between banning Maestro because they play it a lot, and it's really strong on Garage. For example, under the Watt Vans, it's always strong allies, and mute. And at the same time, we were like, they have annoying setups with annoying mute jammers, especially for the information gathering. So I was like, if we ban mute, then it will be easier to gather information, to react on them. They have strong fraggers, playing really aggressive. So banning mute allows us to have a better information gathering and counter better the aggressions.
Fair enough. Makes a lot of sense. Well, again, congratulations, Alfama. You, next week, will be playing in a derby match against Vitality, so that's definitely something to look forward to, I guess, on Monday as you continue your run to try and qualify for Japan. Not there yet, but very, very close, tantalizingly, I might add. Anything you'd like to say to the Giants fans out there?
Yeah, obviously to the Giants fans, especially including my family. I have to say my mother has been really supportive of my family.
Always on Twitter, always so happy. It's very cool when you see parents that are so...
invested, I would say.
Exactly, yeah, very invested in what their sons and daughters are doing in esports.
So yeah, I just wanted to say a big thank you to my mother and to my friends that are out there always supporting, and obviously the rest of the Giants fan base growing every day. It's really cool.
All right, yeah, you're gonna make me tear up. Thank you very much, Leo. Good night, bonne nuit, bye bye.
Goodbye.
It is funny.
Make sure to call your mom at the end of the
Right after you just got done talking about how your mom would practically lock you in the basement kind of behavior. And